All right, my fellow agents, welcome back. It is I, X7, your host of Xenorama, the podcast of heroes and monsters, and your agent of Ultra Action. We are going to be celebrating the 60th anniversary of Ultraman by reviewing the show that was aired as the 40th anniversary of Ultraman, Ultraman Mebius. That was pretty much the last current Ultraman I've seen all the way through. I've seen lots of other parts, and I know that many have returned, but I really love this show. So that's what we're going to do. There are 50 episodes and a few side stories and a couple of movies, like 18. It was like Kamen Rider Decade, where it just kept going on and on. But we'll get to them. It's a fun show. It's definitely an homage and to many series, not just Ultraman, the original, but we'll see. But before we get too much further into it, before I jibber jabber too much longer, please like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this show. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I thought it was really well done. You're not going to get any much objective commentary here, though there are parts here that I could have done without. But are you ready? Grab your beta capsule or whatever Mirai uses to change into Ultraman, and let's roll.
When our world is suddenly overrun by monstrous creatures, who can stop them? Ultraman. When our planet is imperiled by environmental disasters, who can reverse the harm? Ultraman. When our Earth is threatened with total destruction, who can protect us?
Ultraman!
The Ultraman, a worldwide intergalactic superhero. Jeffrey Cooper, mystically transformed into a silver and red fighting giant to battle monsters sent to destroy Earth. The Ultraman, whose special superhuman powers become our best defense against total devastation. The Ultraman, 50 half-hour episodes of action-packed animation. The Ultraman, Earth's finest champion. The Ultraman, a proven hit, ready for the world now.
These screen grabs are all from the Mill Creek DVD set. I was kind of bummed that they did not do a Blu-ray set for this show because but it's all right. I mean, it looks great as it is, so I'm not going to include the song for fear of copyright issues, but the show aired for 50 episodes plus 7 side stories. Gee, many Christmas. I have no idea about those. I haven't watched any of them. It aired from April 8th, 2006 to March 31st, 2007. It was the 40th anniversary Ultraman 40th anniversary production of the Ultra series. It was the 15th entry and 21st overall. I'm not 100% sure about that. I did quite like Ultraman Max, the previous show, as well. And it was, so we'll do that at some point in time. So Mill Creek, who'd have thought that a cheapo, they started out releasing public domain stuff, and they've done extraordinarily well with Ultraman. So I hope. Anyway, we get here. There's the father of Ultra telling Mebius he is now an Ultraman. And off he goes to Earth to learn something. He's kind of vague about it. He's granted the Mebius brace, which he can change from human form to not. And we start meeting our heroes. That is, where is it? Aide Toriyama. He's like the liaison of the Japanese branch of guys, which it means guards for utility situation. It's kind of boring compared to Monster Attack Team or Science Patrol, but there you have it. That's his aide there, Maru, and they've got a really good chemistry. They provide the comic relief, and they're just really great. And you think that he's useless, but actually he comes through every time. He comes through in the end. They're talking to Yuki Misaki, who is the Deputy Inspector General. She reports the monsters to Guys. There she is. Now they don't have the let me look under Mini Christmas. I'm trying to find out who the actors are. But we're just going to go pretend you all know what that is. There you go. The V77, and many links here, Easter eggs, and all kinds of things are abound in this show. And that is Mirai right there, the human form of of um, of Ultraman Mebius and his soon-to-be best buddy Ryu Aihara, and this is how they meet, repeating the Ultra Oath. And he's there. We go. He's there, and then that is Captain Sarazawa, who does not survive the episode. And there's a reason he's named Sarazawa, of course. And that is the monster itself, Dinosaur. Uses a scoop taser, which destroys everything in its path. Okay, that is our next. That is Konomi Amagai, and she is a teacher for young children. That is George Ikaruga, pardon me, and he's a internationally well-renowned soccer player. That's Tepe Kuze, and that's his mother, who I'm not 100%. She shows up, but you know. And that is our final new recruit of Guys, Marina Kazama, who is a motorcycle rider. And there's a monster alert in 25 years, so not since Ultraman 80 has a monster shown up. So they're including, going right back to Ultraman 80. All the let's see, what are their names? Tiga, Dinah, and the rest. Anyone between now and then does not occur in canon for the original Ultras. There's our evil woman there. I don't know if she's got she's just, anyway. She's around for at least these first 4 episodes where she's summoning monsters. So this is how everyone gets connected there. There's Konami and Tepe and his mom and George, and he speaks Spanish because soccer, or football as it's called in the rest of the world. And Marina shows up, Ms. M. Kazama, and just grabs Konami. And Konami is just the sweetest, cutest thing. She is like the heart of the show. And there it is. The effects here have improved. I've been watching a little of both Max and Cosmos. Cosmos, the CGI is adequate. Anyway, there's Captain Sarazawa, who's about to get killed. Kaboom! Mirai wants to know who this woman is, and she just opens a hole in time and space and disappears. There he's shooting at it, and they're saving the bunnies because they're precious to her students, and she's showing real bravery here. Marina has exceptional hearing. George has exceptional vision, but there he is, Mebius, because he's named after the Mebius strip, which is eternal, like the Ultras are. Dun, dun, dun. Now, this is the first Ultraman that's shown up in 25 years. This is important. And of course, good old Ryu is he's such a dink. At least, but we understand why. First time I watched this, I was like, what a jerk he is. But that scoop taser just slices things cleanly. But he uses the Mebius spacer beam. I don't know what he does. To destroy a dinosaur. And then Ryu yells at him, even though he saved all these lives and everything, but he's like, all that damage around him. It's like, So, but he's upset because he couldn't save his captain. He and Sarazawa have this father-son relationship. Now they realize that Mirai is gone, but he's joined Guys. So there we go. The gun Phoenix. And there is Sakimozo, who we should keep an eye on as well. He's great. But even watching it, at the start, you think, he knows something. I'm trying to see Shingo Sakimozu. Yes, he's a 40-year-old veteran, and he's been around for a lot longer. He's actually 70. I may not remember that by the next, in a week, but that'll do. Yurai Hibino, pleased to meet you again. And that is an homage. We're starting the second episode. Oh, that first episode was called A Fateful Encounter. The second one is Our Wings. This is an homage to Ultra Q, episode 1. And there she is again. And there we go. So I forgot where they were. I have to get used to this. But these four now decide they don't want to be a part of Guys. Aptitude, but they all have taken the test. Meteor shot equal, and Mirai. The running joke is he doesn't know who George is, even though he's famous, or this woman, her Marina is, though she's a world famous racer. And Tepe wants to be his mother wants him to be a doctor. And there he is. So one of the running jokes is with Captain Shingo. There is that he loves his coffee. He's always making coffee. But Mirai is sure. And there is I don't know what that mecha's name is, but there's their communicators somewhere in your heart. So Mirai brings them all together. And Tepe is a bit of an ultra nerd. He even might be bigger than people we know. And Marina, I mean, the whole cast has a great chemistry. They all know that this is something good that they're doing here, this show, I believe. So we get the montage where they all eat. Of course, Mariah has no idea what he's eating. They're doodling. They've painted it up. And then Gudon shows up. Now, Gudon came from the Return of Ultraman. I remember that. He and Twin Tail have a fight, and it ate Twin Tail, and he does. 1971. One monster eats another. But he's a rat bastard, I'll tell you what. Off they go. They're all license holders. Guys, Sally, go. Gun Speeder, that's what it is. Gun Phoenix. Tepe and Konami get left here. They're kind of the backup, but they won't be for long. And these two they're just so funny. And yep, the captain's like, I'll take responsibility. And they're going to use Meteor, which speeds everything up for just a minute. As you can see here, this is all the same ship. Spacium missile. Kaboom! Marina faints. And now it only lasts a minute. And there he is using the Mebius brace, which, Mebius here as his basic. He's not overly armored. That will change, sadly. Many of the Ultras now are too armored, I think. But look at this. Now, Ishiro Honda directed these two episodes in 1971, so they're deliberately using these colors, these shots to evoke that. And now Rue has now said, "Oh, kaboom!" But his timer is going off, and they help each other. He's got the Mebius sword or whatever it's called, and slices him in two. I knew we could do it. Okay, so now we're gonna pause here for station identification. So there's Marina swimming, and as someone who is a swimmer, your humble agent has swam his whole life, most of it anyway. This is called Only One Life. So they all are questioning why they're part of Guys now. We have to do this, which is fine because it gets us to know them. So they have flashbacks here. George doesn't want to race, but he's also, upset. So they're all having, and there's Tepe's mom, who, if you know Howard Wolowitz's mom, that's the kind of mom she is. So there we go. GIG, that's their equivalent, the equivalent of FAB. Speaking of the Thunderbirds, this show has definitely got an homage or two to the Thunderbirds. See? So let's just, oh, there's a beautiful shot of a volcano erupting. Strange way for trees to wither.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
As you know, I do love the Rosillos. But it's strange. So something's going on, and they realize it's another. They monster. They're entering another era of monster attacks. Yeah, for at least 50 weeks or 48 more, 47 more, and it's a Birdon who is a deadly monster. Yeah, took an Ultraman's life. I think it's Taro, but I love it. Actually, this actually makes Birdon look scary. Mostly, he just looks ridiculous. So it's got to be a Taro monster, right? Ultraman Taro. Off they go. But unfortunately, does that look like Birdon just hits him right in a very sensitive area? So they're poisonous, and they finally realize Ultraman's a living being. They zap Birdon, and he flies away. Ultraman fades, Mebius fades, that is, and Rue realizes he couldn't defeat the monster. Of course, Mirai is exposed to the poison. Yes, he was. So he's there. Tepe was my Tepe. Jeez. So there's where they hadn't died because Sophie came to get him, but he's fighting Zeton. They have a couple more examples, and he's back. And now they're taking Tepe out because he's the nerd that knows exactly who Birdon is. He knows all the Ultra monsters, at least the classic ones. And again, he's just ridiculous. I'm sorry. Yeah, so there you go. And Meteor is engaged. And they always run out of time. That is a trope that happens a lot. Well, we should keep a track of it, a tally of it. And maybe I will. So here's one where they run out of time. I think they ran out of time with Gudon as well, and now Mirai gets up. He's still there. Mebius protects him, but they realize what the color timer is, and they use the meteor shot to protect Mebius. And then, for crying out loud, I do like the fact that they use some colloquialisms there. Acute, and there it goes. He zaps him, and it destroys Birdon. Much easier than Taro ever did. Gives him the old thumbs up. There she is watching. We still don't know anything about her or who she is. So there's a little mystery going on, but she's obviously summoning these monsters or has something to do with them. And he's called him Mebius, and now they're like, it sounds ultra good. He was thinking that. He didn't say that loud. Okay, so our final episode 4 here, is called, what is this called? Let's get over here to the next one. Broken Bonds. And this is where they're summoning a maquette monster, which is akin to a capsule monster like Ultra 7, and it is one of his. It's Miklas. Konami thinks he's cute, and he is kind of cute, but he's a chicken. And he kind of was in Ultra 7. But look at this shot. Look at the effects here. It's so easy to do now. And he does not. He trips. He falls. He drops Marina, and I don't know. But she's the only one. Konami can get through to him. So he's chosen you, Pocket Monster, which came from the inspiration was Ultra 7 with his capsule monsters. Broken Bonds. There we go. Now another one is, guys, Sally Go, GIG. I did not keep using GIG, but nice shot there. And this one is in a real battle. And she needs a little confidence herself. Kaiju is Kelbeam. And I guess she's Bogarl. I don't know. But there he is. So they've only got a minute for and he runs out of time because he's a wuss. Kelbeam can fly, and the adjutant can't remember its name. So, he falls in, and she gives him the glasses back, and again Ultra 7 homage where she puts them on. We'll see it. Well, there it is, Ultra 7, Konami. Look at that. There's the guys' team. It's just such a nice, it's just a good show. It's not as, I don't want to say wimpy as Cosmos, because I do like it, but it's just better. Strong or cool like you. And Marina's jealous that everyone loves Konami. So there he is. Kelbeam is back, and they're all blasting him. See, he's chosen. I choose you. Do I? I don't know if that's a literal translation, but she's putting her Ultra Eye on. Meteor approved. There we go. And he fights it. Look, he throws him around. And Mebius says, "Good job." And she blasts the horn and blows it off. So she's also getting a little confidence here. Just a great show. Slices him literally in half. And everyone, see, this is this, you could tell they're comfortable with each other because that's such a big brother thing to do, is pat him on the head or pat his little sister on the head. And there he goes. And now he's going to leave Meteor approval. So you see, he's not stupid. He comes across as a little vain and arrogant, but overall, he's a good guy. So that's it. All right. I can't tell you how much I love this show if you haven't noticed. But there you go. We're going to listen to a little more of whatever is coming up here, just a little song part. But until our next assignment, my fellow agents, this is X7 signing off and phasing out. And remember, the sun never sets on those who ride into it.
What are you doing tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky.
What?
Never mind.